Hello, this is Jordi from Dapcom, and I will briefly show you how to get, install, and use FAPEC, our professional data compressor. To get the software, it's very easy. You just need to go to our website, dapcom.es, go to Products and FAPEC, and here you will find the link to download the software. This is also useful for you in case you already have FAPEC and just want to upgrade to the latest version. You just pick up the adequate download link for your specific architecture. In our case, we will test it for Windows. Once you download it, you just need to run the setup. It's pretty easy and standard. You just follow the standard steps. In this case, it's asking us for a password because we are running this on a non-administrative user of Windows. You may not need this step. And once you have the permissions to install software in your computer, you just follow the standard installation steps. Here, it's worth mentioning that you can integrate, or at least partially integrate, FAPEC and WinFAPEC in the Windows File Explorer with a typical right click I will show you later. Also install the command line program. I will briefly show you that later as well. And in case you are a developer and want to integrate FAPEC compression into your software, you can also install this. Otherwise, you don't really need it, but it doesn't add much data to your disk. Then here, you need to provide a valid license file of FAPEC. You may just bypass this. And I will show later how to provide that once you already have WinFAPEC installed, or update your license in case that was expired. Then continue the usual steps, and that's basically it. You get FAPEC installed. Once we have it, you have different ways to use that. First of all, let's start the program just to make sure that it has the proper license. As expected, because we bypassed the step in the installer, it says that you need to provide a valid license. Otherwise, you may just click accept, and you can still use the program for free without any kind of license or registration, just to decompress FAPEC files. But in our case, let's enter the license. You can go to File and Preferences. Here you provide or update the license. This, again, I insist, if you already have a license and need to update that because it expired, just go here, and it's very easy. Then you go to the path where you stored the updated or acquired license, or the one obtained from our website. Here in, if I recall right, you can just go easily to Home, find out more, request a trial, and then you can provide your details and get a 1 month free evaluation license so that you can see by yourself how FAPEC performs on your specific case, on your data. Otherwise, we can provide support as well. Continuing with what I was saying, you provide the license file. You can verify that it has the right details. And that's basically it. FAPEC automatically restarts, and you can access that it's now a registered version to your specific name, okay? As I said, we can use FAPEC integrated in the File Explorer. It's a bit tricky because in Windows 11 it changed a little bit. You can go, for example, to this file that you may wish to compress, right-click, go to Show More Options, and then here you see that you have compress with FAPEC, okay? And now I will stop at this step because it's the same one that I will show afterwards, okay? So you can just do like this, or select a few files, right-click again, show more options, and in this case, you will see that you cannot compress directly with WinFAPEC because they are different files. You can just do that in the right-click integrated menu when it's file by file. So for different files, we open again WinFAPEC. Now here we come. And now you can just go, let's go to a USB stick so that you will see that the bottleneck is actually the input-output, the USB read, although it's a fast USB, but it's a kind of worst case scenario of what you can achieve in terms of speed. Let's go to tests, to the place where we have some data that we want to compress. And in our case, we have several miscellaneous files here with some text files, some CSV or tabulated data, still in text format, raw uncompressed photography, audio, video. FAPEC can compress that as well. Of course, it cannot compress anymore if that's already compressed with MP4, MP3, JPEG, or whatever. It needs to be in RAW. So it's a kind of alternative to JPEG, MP4, MP3, and so on. Again, some more text file, genomics, FASTQ file, some point cloud, and things like that. Also some maritime data, in this case, some Kongsberg bathymetry, water column, some EK80, some XTF with side scan sonar or high SAS data. This kind of things is what FAPEC supports. But just for simplicity, let's drag here the folders, or if you prefer, the individual files that you want to compress. Then we can click on compress, and we reach the same screen that I mentioned before when you right-click on one specific file, where you see the files or folders that you want to compress. Then here you can specify the target archive, where all of these will be integrated into one single file. I say archive file, whatever, it's the same. Let's save it in, I don't know, for example, here in documents, in our local disk, which is an SSD, but not super fast. It's an 8-year-old computer. So again, it's kind of a worst case demonstration. And we will just write test.fapec as the target file. FAPEC by default determines here, as you may have seen, some default path and file name, but you can just set whatever you want. Then you can change some default options that you see here. In this case, because we are compressing folders, we should have these recurse subdirectories when compressing, otherwise it will not store what is inside the several folders. And the rest can be just like this. You can use 2 threads or 0 for automatic number of threads, depending on the number of cores that you have here. Let's put 4 threads in this case. Leave everything in automatic here. This I will explain several options in another video. And we are ready to go. So now FAPEC starts compressing each of the files that it finds in the folders that we chose. You can see here that it indicates which algorithm FAPEC has automatically chosen for each of the files. You see some FAPEC LZ, some basic with interleaving and unsigned 8 bits, whatever, some LZW, some FASTQ specific algorithm for genomics data. Later we will see that it also selects automatically the several Kongsberg maritime algorithms for those specific files that I also included, some tap text algorithm as well. Everything is being compressed in lossless by default, unless you change that. If you change it here, you will see a line indicating compressed in lossy mode. And in principle, here in this screen beneath, you should see a red warning saying that there are some lossy compressions activated as well. But if you install FAPEC and don't change anything, it's lossless by default, like zip, WinRAR, or whatever. Okay, the speed, the overall speed, you can see that it's pretty good, despite this old computer, as I said, reading from the USB and storing in a NORD disk and so on. So the bottleneck typically is the disk, not the CPU anymore. You also see the compression ratios for each of the files, so that you can get a glance of how small you are reducing the data, how far you are compressing that. And we are done. 20 files compressed. This was about 6 gigabytes compressed in a while, as you have seen. And now we can close WinFAPEC if you wish, and go to our documents folder where we have stored this output folder. In this case, you can see that it shows the icon of FAPEC and WinFAPEC with this kind of bird with an F. And here you can right-click and again, decompress with FAPEC. It appears directly here, or just double-click and it will open the interface of FAPEC. You can do the same. Let me close this now, just 1 second, by opening WinFAPEC, going to the folder where you have stored your output file. In our case, it's here in the documents, and here you see the file. You can drag it here and click on decompress. Okay, we reach the same screen, but let's do it in the way that I was showing before. You see that those 6 gigabytes approximately have gone down to less than 3 gigabytes, so a ratio of 2, a bit more than 2 overall. And when double clicking again, we resume what I was showing. You see the several elements, the several files that are contained in this FAPEC archive, the original size and the compressed size, the compression ratio achieved in each of them. As you can see, in some cases we reach ratios of 12, 2.8, just 1.4 in some cases, 1.1 even in some case. It really strongly depends on the case, but typically it's quite good in lossless mode, I insist. And then now you can say, okay, let's decompress that in the same folder where we have the .fapec file. You can choose to decompress all parts, or just decompress, for example, this one, and by pressing Control, as usual, also this one, and also this one, for example, and decompress just the selected parts. Click here, it proceeds, no warnings in the compression. It's also good that you keep an eye on that. You should not find any problem typically. And that's it. We have in the documents these several files that we have decompressed, okay? So that's all regarding WinFAPEC download, installation, and usage from Windows. Now in some other video, I will show you how to use that from the command line, either from Windows or from Linux or Macintosh, and also some more professional options that you can use in FAPEC. Thank you for watching.